This is a constructive period for you, Libra. And I precede the monthly forecast by saying that due to the fact that Saturn has been in your sun sign for a couple of years, you're probably getting used to that energy. It's not an unfriendly planet for you, but it is a planet of deepening responsibility. And the interesting news is that that planet is now moving out of your sun sign, just as the sun is returning now at this time with a full moon in Aries, the opposite sign. That's just occurred now. So a lot of energies are converging on your sun sign. Normally we take that to mean OD, a bit of an overdose, an overload of energy here. We see your ruling planet in the sign of Leo. That's going to pass shortly, but it could be that you've been socializing a little bit too much, spending too much time with others, a lot of focus on yourself, deep thinking. And I said constructive because I think you've been doing a lot of planning. You've been working hard towards some goal. And if you've been treading water like a lot of Librans, you're probably wondering when the hell this is going to stop. Well, I've given you a hint there. Almost immediately, because Saturn will move out of this Libran sun sign now. And that's quite a coincidence that you've got this full moon and then the new moon within about 2 weeks occurring in your sun sign as well. So big changes for Librans. You've got the transit of Saturn out of here. You're going to have the transit of Mars out of the finance sector. So expenditure will be curtailed. I think you might have not only been spending a lot of your energy on friends and people and doing this, that and the other for everyone around you, nothing for yourself. Mars moves out of this area. It'll be replaced by Saturn, which is a much more conservative and, as I've said earlier, responsible planet. But that sense of responsibility will shift from a focus on yourself as a person, who you are, how you impact on others, to how you manage your money, your value system. That's very, very important. Mars is very impulsive in that area. That's been there for a while. Impulsive is one way to look at it. The other thing is that sometimes you're forced to spend money. Sometimes we have no choice. Everyone likes to think we have choice, but as a great guru of mine once said, when I asked him about free will, I said, do we have free will? And he said, yes, of course. He said, but it's irrelevant. So even astrology friends of mine get very angry when I say that. Everyone likes to feel as though they have free will. But here you may have a taste of what I'm talking about when, you're forced into a predicament where you don't really have a choice. It's, let me give you an example. Maybe a relative takes ill, they've got no one to look out. They need some money. I mean, you're the only one they can turn to. And if you don't give them any money, they could die. Now, that's a choice, isn't it? But in a sense, that's been thrust upon you. You're forced to make a choice. You're compelled to make a choice. So maybe it's not the best example, but I think you understand what I'm saying, that now you have the opportunity to curtail some of those expenses after Mars moves out of this position, and that's going to help consolidate your future financial security, I think. We've mentioned Pluto in your zone of domestic circumstances. You have the Sun and Pluto there right now. That's passing, but in this last few days, some of you may have had some sort of difficult problem relating to someone in the family, someone who may be manipulative emotionally. And of course, being the Libran that you are, Libra always likes to please. Perhaps what you need to do here is please yourself. And especially if someone is trying to emotionally blackmail you, emotionally manipulate you. These are the sorts of energies that I see there. That's passing now, so hopefully it hasn't been too much of a problem for a lot of you. The transits of Venus are very important, being your ruling planet. A couple here I'll just mention, and you can see more of these at my website, the textual extension of these readings. We have the conjunction of the Moon to Venus on the 24th of October. That's an important element relating to your work, We talked about it in the earlier part, but these quick transits show us dates when things are likely to spring into action, or, you know, the catalyst that you're looking for to get things moving starts to happen. And the other final transit there that I note is the one where the moon is at the right angle to Venus. So there's two components of that transit. The first one where the moon comes into conjunction with Venus, your ruling planet, on the 24th, and then on the 31st, the very last day of the month, where there's a right angled aspect. So these two dates are very important and could be the triggers for those influences that we were talking about in your work, your money, finances, and your relationships associated with work. So keep an eye out on those dates, and by all means, please join me at my website, astrology.com.au, for more information there. Look forward to your company here next month and there at my website. Take care now. Bye-bye.